Cast iron skillet. They're using such simple ingredients. We're basically using oats. I use gluten-free oats with water and a little bit of salt and pepper. This is the most basic ingredient, and I've been promising you that I'd show you this for quite some time. So today's the day. You will be so surprised at how easy this is to make. So I'm going to talk you through it. Okay, let's go. So first of all, we're going to use ground oats, and we're going to measure 150 grams of those, and we're going to use about a cup of water, 250 millilitres of water, and we're going to add a dash of salt and pepper in there too. Then we're going to whisk it up with a fork until everything's evenly mixed. And then we're just going to let that sit for a few minutes and it'll start getting thicker. And we're looking for that sort of batter thickness. So it's not too thick, not too thin, so it's very pourable. And then what we're going to do is we're going to heat up our cast iron skillet. And then we're going to grab a nice spoon. If you've got a flat spoon, that would be great. We're going to pour a bit, probably about a quarter of the mixture, onto the hot cast iron skillet. We're going to spread it out with a spoon, and if we can get a nice round shape, that is an absolute bonus. So that should actually start to cook quite quickly, and then you can tease the edges with one of these implements, like a slice thing. Have a little peek to see how it's doing under there. You can just sort of see when the consistency changes and it just starts to tan ever such a tiny bit, and that is the right moment that you want to flip it over. Now if you've done it properly, if it's hot enough, it should all flip over really nicely. Now what I like to do is find a nice rhythm with this. So once I've kind of done one, I might just smooth a little bit more, a very, very tiny smidgen of coconut oil. I'll just get a bit of kitchen towel and just slither a little smidgen on. That will just stop the next one from sticking to the pan when we pop that one in, and I find that works really well. So what you want to do is find a nice clean tea towel that doesn't have kind of fluffy bits on it, and then, or you can use kitchen roll, kitchen paper, or parchment paper. I like to create these little segments within my tea towel and then pop each one in a little segment as it comes out and just let that sit for a while. If you use it when it comes straight out the pan, it's more likely to crack when you try and stuff it with something. After about 15 minutes or 10 minutes, they're really delightfully rollable, and you can pop stuff in them, you can pop them on a plate. These actually serve really nicely with soup. So what I like to do is make a soup, just make a couple of these to go with each soup, pop them on a plate beside it. You can dunk them in, you can rip bits off, just, you know, enjoy them to your heart's content. And you can see they're quite actually pliable and flexible. You can make big ones if you have a big skillet, you can make smaller ones, you know, limit is your imagination. So I hope this is helpful. Please feel free to ask any questions, leave some comments if you feel moved to. Thanks for tuning in.